We're back in Forza Horizon 5, and today we have the new Deberti F250 that came into the game with the series update. If you guys did miss the last video though, it was about this thing, the Cupra Formentor. This thing has about 800 horsepower. It has the RS3 engine from Audi, which is kind of cool. But definitely go check out that video if you guys didn't miss it. I will leave a link to it down below. But let's get straight up into the Deberti truck. Here it is, guys, the Deberti F250 Super Duty. This thing is from 2019, I believe. It is under the Deberti category, so if you're trying to find this on the like in your garage, it's not under Ford, it's under Deberti. But look at this thing, dude, and it has an awesome party feature. If it'll let me do it, hopefully it does. I think it will. But before we do get to that party feature, check out this truck, man. It's all blacked out, looking super snazzy. I love these things, man. I love especially how like people build them out to like wide body a little bit. Like look at that widened fender right here, and then the widened fender on the back end as well. I think that looks super sick. It also has two spares on the back, and you'll notice here how, you know, the bed isn't really a full bed. Well, that is because of the party feature. Oh, there it is. It did it. It did some of it. It didn't do the bottom piece. Can I take the bottom piece out, please? Okay then. Well, so Deberti turned this thing into basically a drivable upgrade shop or mechanic shop, right? So on the side of the bed, it does have a lot of super cool stuff, a lot of cool features, such as all of these toolboxes that you can fit a bunch of tools in, right? For those of you guys who know the truck, the bottom piece actually pops out too. So like this piece right here, it actually is supposed to come out, but apparently it's not doing it, and I don't know why. Hopping into the back end of the F250, there's always a lot of space in these like massive trucks, especially on the back, but you have two full-size cup holders right there for the passenger size, as well as two full-sized air vents for the AC. There's also an AC outlet on the bottom, so you can charge your laptop or something there. It's a normal plug that plugs into the wall that they have incorporated into the truck. I just noticed it's not letting me pop the hood. That's kind of unfortunate, but this thing does have a 6.7 liter turbo diesel engine, which puts out about 850 horsepower and 1200 foot-pounds of torque. This thing also does weigh 7,000 pounds. It is all-wheel drive. So there is that. Can I get in, please? My God. There we go. So in the driver's position, you do have two cup holders in the front as well as you know, your AC controls, your volume controls. There is a little screen right there, as well as a screen in the middle when you turn the truck on. It is very standard for Ford, you know, the interior of this, but Deberti did, you know, do a lot of the upgrades on the outside or the exterior of the truck, which makes it look absolutely amazing. It does say something right here. What does it say? Brad Deberti. It says Brad Deberti on the window, on the back window. That's pretty sick. Love that. It also does have like its own little, you know, LED lights at the top, which is super sick as well. Here we are at Horizon Baja Scramble, and one thing to note about this truck is that it's not listed under pickups and 4x4s in the game. It is listed as unlimited off-road, which puts us at a disadvantage because we have all of these other trucks and buggies and other, you know, Baja stuff that can literally beat us like nothing in unlimited off-road. But this thing is sick, man. I love the fact that Forza was like, you know what, let's throw some trucks. Let's please the truck people, right? And they threw in this thing, and we are also getting some other cool trucks in the near future with these next few weeks, man. And if you want to check those out here with me on the channel, definitely subscribe. But for right now, having this thing in the game, this is probably my new favorite truck in the game, because it's awesome. It's sick. I love it. We really don't get a lot of like normal base trucks, and this is a normal base truck just with the Deberti signature on it. This truck is massive, man. Like, it weighs 7,500 pounds, so it is very difficult for this thing to like just stay on track. It loves to sway a lot, and it does understeer a lot in the corners, like crazy. Entering the third lap, being that this thing is absolutely massive and it only has, you know, 850 horsepower, 1200 foot-pounds of torque, but it does weigh 7,000 pounds. We're not really a speed demon in terms of like off-road, so I don't really know why they would even consider this as an unlimited off-road truck. But honestly, I still like it. I still love it. It's so cool. It does drift a lot, it does sway a lot, and it does understeer a lot, but it's just the coolness factor, man. Like, I love like newer trucks like this. And I wish Forza would add like the newer Silverados, the newer Rams, the newer Tundras even. Especially that new Tacoma that's coming out. Jeez, that 2024 one looks sick, man. I wish Forza would add stuff like that, but they don't. They don't. They just add a whole bunch of old stuff. or they just add all the stuff that came out in previous Forza games, so it's not really new to Forza in general, it's just new to the game. Coming over to the upgrade shop here in Forza Horizon 5 with the Deberti Ford Super Duty F250 Lariat Transformer is the name of this vehicle. So, we do have some engine swaps that we can throw on. So, we do have an 8.4 liter V10, 6.5 liter V12, a 7.4 liter V8 twin turbo, 1750 horsepower, a racing V8, and a 7.7 liter V12. So, I love the diesel, but I think for this video purpose, I am going to throw in a 7.4 liter V8 twin turbo. I am going to be keeping it all-wheel drive. So we do have a rooftop tent that we can throw on. And we also have like this pre-runner type thing. I love just the normal, you know, 2 tires on the back. I think that looks sick. So I'm not really going to put the rooftop tent on it. Aside from that, those are the only upgrades that we can throw in terms of body customization. So wheels and tires, we do have 345s in the rear, 345s in the front. So it's pretty squared off. We do have profile width, which is good. So let's make those a little bit taller. Make the truck look a little bit more aggressive. And I'm going to leave the wheels stock just because I like how they look. But if you wanted to, you could do 21-inch wheels, which actually doesn't even look that bad. So we're on 17s. I'm thinking of 19s would look pretty good with this thing. So I'm going to do 19s front and back. We do have brake options available. So let's throw on the maximum brake upgrade. Let's do anti-roll bars front and back because the truck does sway a little bit too much for my liking. Making the truck, you know, do this. 1,925 pounds we can actually remove from this, which is insane to say the least. Final numbers for this truck. We do weigh 5,338 pounds. We have 1,750 horsepower. And we're at the sort of bottom of S1 class, 839. It's going to cost us 105 credits to complete this setup. For those of you guys who love the diesel and want to keep the diesel engine in it, you have a maximum output of 1,245 horsepower with 1,758 foot-pounds of torque on the diesel engine. That is pretty insane. Designs and paints. So, what kind of factory options do we have? Only the black option. But, if you wanted to, you could do like a gray or maybe a white one would look pretty good, especially with the copper accents on it. That looks pretty sick. You know, you can do whatever color you want, honestly. I do want a different color. I think a yellow makes it look like a Tonka truck, honestly. But I think a yellow like this looks pretty good to me, honestly. So I think I'm going to do the yellow. We are back at the Horizon Baja Scramble in our fully upgraded F250 Deberti truck called Transformer. It kind of fits because we're yellow and we sort of look like Bumblebee, or a massive size of Bumblebee. I know Bumblebee's a Camaro. Don't even get me started on that. It's a joke. Jeez, relax. So, with the, you know, freaking 7.4 liter twin turbo V8, it seems we have woken up the beast within. This thing now does freaking well. Like, that launch was insane. We are in 9th place. We just moved up to 8th place, 7th place. It does spin out a lot, though. Like, it does want to slide around a little bit. You know, there's still a lot of weight that this truck has, which is about 5,000 pounds. But it's a lot quicker than it was, man. It is a lot quicker than it was, for real. We are now in the 3rd lap. We're in 4th place. I'm trying to catch up to this Jeep up here, because I at least want to make podium. But this guy up here, I don't know. It might just be my truck, right? The fact that it just spins out, or spins and drifts into every corner, because it will not turn normally. It really doesn't want to turn. It, like, understeers so much, dude. And I'm trying to catch up, but the Jeep is, like, so much more maneuverable that it has the upper advantage, like, hardcore advantage on this truck, for real. Alright, final stretch. It looks like we're only going to be taking it in 4th place because we cannot catch up to this guy in the Jeep, man. That's unfortunate. I wanted to make podium at least, but this thing is just too massive. It's too big. It's too heavy to go into corners and come out of corners with the power that it needs. But 4th place is pretty respectable considering all the other cars and trucks behind us. 4th place is pretty dang respectable to say the least. Coming over to the highway, we're about to do a top speed run in the Deberti Super Duty. So let's boost launch this thing. 4,500 RPM, 1st gear. We'll spin a lot in 1st gear. Early shift into 2nd by accident by me. That was totally my fault. 3rd gear, running 140 miles an hour going into 5th gear at 150. 4th gear, sorry, 150. Okay, this is really fast for this truck. We weigh 5,000 pounds. 190 miles an hour currently. 194, 195, 196. Can we hit 200 miles an hour? 197. I think we can. Especially going at the downhill portion of this test, we can hit 200 miles an hour. But we're doing 197 going uphill. We're holding 197, 196. That's pretty good, man. So the truck is massive. We know that. The truck does weigh a lot. Again, we know that. But we have 1,750 horsepower. That truck changed color. What the heck? Did you see that? That was weird. But again, we do have 1,750 horsepower. So this thing can, you know, reach like crazy speeds. Like, honestly, 150 miles an hour for Super Duty, that is already crazy speeds. 130 miles an hour for a Super Duty is like okay, especially for a diesel because they are pretty quick. But 150, you're pushing it, man. You are pushing it in a half. There we go, 200 miles an hour. We are zooming. Fifth gear. Oh, fifth gear is such a bog, dude. 201, 202, I think I saw, is top speed of this thing going downhill, which is insane. It is screaming, but it's fine, right? It's fine. It's insane, man. I can't believe we have this truck in the game. I absolutely love it. And I cannot wait to see the other trucks that are going to be coming into the game. So, again, it's not a race truck. It's not going to take corners like a race car, but it's fine. All right, final verdict for the Super Duty from Brad Deberti. I think it's self-explanatory. I think this thing is a definite cop for everybody who plays this game. I do believe everybody is going to want this truck. So come over to the festival playlist, bang out 20 points on the summer season, and the Deberti F250 will be yours. That's how I did it. That's how I got it. That's how I'm making the video. So, aside from that, I hope you guys enjoy. Smack the like button, subscribe for new, turn on post notifications, all that jazz. We're at 1,300 subs. We made it. 1,300 subs by the end of May. And I can't believe it. So, next goal is 1,400 subs by the end of June. I think it's possible, but we'll just have to see. Anyway, share with your friends. Thanks a ton for watching. Hope you guys have an outstanding day. Before I say the rest of that line, stay tuned for next week because we are going to be checking out the new Ford truck coming to the game as well. Like I said, thanks a ton for watching. Hope you guys have an outstanding day. Catch you guys in the next video.